The way you set up your chart of accounts in Zoho Books impacts every single report. If you get it wrong, nothing's going to make sense, but if you get it right, everything will click. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about your chart of accounts, the different account types, and show you how to set things up so that your reports can tell you the real story of what's going on in your business. Whether you're just getting started in Zoho Books or you're trying to clean things up, you're in the right place. My name is Stephanie Smith, owner of New Light Financial Solutions, where we help business owners like you gain clarity around their finances. From support to those who are doing it on their own, all the way up to CFO advisory services, we will meet you where you're at. You can learn more about what we do on our website at newlightfs.com. The link is in the description. All right, now let's dive in. Your chart of accounts is the foundation of your books, and making sure that things get logged correctly is going to really help you have the right information to make better decisions in your business. So I'm going to show you where the chart of accounts is and how to set it up in your books. When you're logged in, you'll be taken to your home page as a default, and to get to the chart of accounts, you're going to go under the accountant section and then click chart of accounts. You will automatically see the active accounts here. And in this drop down, you'll be able to choose between the different views. So you can see inactive accounts or the different types of accounts. So assets, liabilities, equity, income, expenses. So first of all, I want to say, what is the chart of accounts? This is going to be the list of every account in your business that you use to track money coming in and out. Think of it as a filing system for your bookkeeping. Every transaction on your books is going to be assigned to one of these accounts, and your reports are built from these accounts. But there are 5 different account types, like I just mentioned. So it's really important to know the different types of accounts and what they're for. So I'm just going to quickly go through these. And what you see on the screen is going to be the default accounts that come in Zoho. I haven't added any. But the first account type is your assets. So assets are going to be what your business owns. So these will be your bank accounts. It'll be, you can see accounts receivable here. Your assets will be large machinery or equipment that you own, like furniture and equipment, vehicles. This falls in the asset account, and this is on your balance sheet. The next one is your liability accounts. Liabilities are what your business owes. So this is the money you owe to other people, to vendors. This will be your credit cards, or it might be loans. It'll be your accounts payable. If you put bills into the system, that's where accounts payable lives. This also shows up on your balance sheet. The third account type is your equity. Equity is your ownership stake in the business. So this is going to be your retained earnings, your owner's contributions, and your drawings. This all falls in the equity section. And this also shows up on your balance sheet. So the 3 types of accounts that show up on your balance sheet are your assets, your liabilities, and your equity accounts. The other account types are on your profit and loss. So the first one I want to talk about is the income accounts. Your income accounts, these are going to be for money coming in from sales or services. So you'll see a general sales account or general income account. You might make money through interest. All of these will fall into this area, and you might want to break this down for yourself so you can really see what's going on in your business. Do you have different products or services? What granularity you want, you'll have to decide for your business. And then the other account type that's on your P&L is your expense account. So this is the cost of running your business. Everything from cost of goods, which if you scroll down, you'll see cost of goods sold or cost of goods. This is what it costs you to produce your products and services, to everything else. And you'll see that Zoho gives you a set of accounts to work from. These fall on your profit and loss. And if you want something to reference while you're working through this, I put together a free guide that breaks down all 5 account types with real examples of what belongs in each one and why it matters for your books. So if that's something you're interested in, the link will be in the description, and hopefully that'll help you set things up correctly in your books. Now, like I mentioned, Zoho comes with some standard accounts here. You may or may not use these accounts. You may want to deactivate them or change them to your needs. If I click on one of these accounts, let's say I click into repairs and maintenance, you'll see that there is a description here that they've included for you. So the cost involved in maintenance and repair of assets is recorded under this account. So each account type can have a description. You will also notice that some of the accounts have little locks next to them. That means you cannot delete this account. You can edit the name and a little bit of the details, but you can't get rid of it. The system needs these particular accounts when recording certain things in the system. So like if you're going to write something off as bad debt, it needs this bad debt account. So just keep that in mind. And one other thing that you can do with the chart of accounts, and I'll cover this on another video, is you can make sub accounts, and you can't actually do that with these locked accounts. So as you're deciding how to set up your chart of accounts, just keep that in mind as well. There's some limitations with the locked accounts. There will come a time where you need to add additional accounts to your books, whether that's because you purchased a vehicle or you just need different expense accounts for a better breakdown for your business. Every business is going to be different. So from the chart of accounts, if you want to add a new account here, you'll just come up here and click this new account button. And then the first thing you're going to do is pick an account type. These will be grouped into the 5 categories that we talked about: assets, liabilities, equity, income, and expenses. And you'll see some different things here because there are different types of accounts, like other current liabilities versus non-current liabilities. They all mean something a little different, and you'll see a description here off to the right of what this would entail. So as you're going through, I encourage you to just click through and see which one makes the most sense for what you're adding. For the sake of this example, I'm going to add an expense account. Let's say that I want to add an account for software. We all know we have a lot of software. And you'll name your account in the account name category. There is an option to make a sub account, and that's basically where you can group accounts together. And I'll have another video on that so we can see a process for sub accounts. And then you can add an account code. This will show up on your reports and will group things so they are listed in order of account code. Sometimes that's helpful when you get to the point where you have a lot of accounts and you want to keep things organized in a specific way. I'm not going to do that for now. I'm just going to leave that blank. And then you can add a description. So just like the description that I showed you before, you can add a description here. I'm going to just put all software expenses here. And then the last thing you can do is add it to the watch list on your dashboard. And if you do that, then this expense account will show up on your home screen in the dashboard that we looked at in a previous video. From here, you're just going to click the Save button. And then you'll see it show up on your list. Here's the one I just made. Now I did filter by expense account, so it is here, but if I go to all accounts, you should see it here as well. You can see the account type here in the middle. So I'm going to go down to expenses, and here's that new software account. When you're in Zoho Books, when you click on an account, you will see all the transactions related to this. There's nothing in my books right now because I just set them up. There'll be a link to see additional ones. It shows up only with a handful to begin with. So you can click that link to see all of them and it will pull up a different page. But from here, you can also edit the account. So if you need to make changes to it, you want to call it something else, or change the account code or description, or go back and make it a sub account, you can do that here. You can also mark it as inactive. So if you don't need this account anymore, then you can mark it inactive. You can do this as well from the other screen. So from this longer list, I can see my software here. Over to the right-hand side, you'll see a little cogwheel, so you can edit it, mark it as inactive, or delete it even if you don't need it anymore. So those are 2 ways you can edit your chart of accounts. When you are categorizing transactions, you can also create new charts of accounts. So that is another way that you can add charts of accounts. And as I mentioned before, your chart of accounts is the foundation for your reports in your bookkeeping software. So if I run my profit and loss, which I did here, and this is showing $0 accounts, you'll see all of the operating income accounts up here at the top. You'll see your cost of goods sold next, and then all of your expenses down here at the bottom. And on your balance sheet, you will also see all of those accounts. So you start with your assets. If you had bank accounts connected, they would be up here. So, and then it goes down to your liabilities and then your equity accounts down at the bottom. And as you enter transactions, all of this will populate. And the most common mistakes that we see when we're helping people with their books or advising them with their finances is that things get categorized in the wrong places. So if you have a loan, for example, you might be putting your loan payments to an expense account, which would make it show up over here on the profit and loss. But in actuality, your loan should show up as a liability because you're paying back that loan, and those payments will reduce that liability. So making sure that things show up in the right place really matters. So your reports make sense and they tell the accurate story of what's going on in your business. And you need accurate reports for things like getting bank loans or just making good decisions in your business. And that's all I wanted to cover in this video on the chart of accounts. I hope this helps give you a better understanding of what the chart of accounts is and why it's so important to make sure things get logged correctly in your books. If you found this helpful, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next tutorial. And if you want ongoing support with your bookkeeping, check out our DIY bookkeeping support membership. It's built for business owners who are doing their own books but want expert help along the way. You can ask all the questions about setting up your accounts and where things get logged in that support membership group. And if you ever get to a point where you'd rather just hand your books off to someone else, we do that too. All the links are in the description. Don't forget to grab the free resource of the different chart of account types in the description as well. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.